Alrighty, another day, and we are here in Frankie, the 76 Chevy K10 that I've been working on, that I picked up. I think it's almost 2 weeks now. Well, yeah, it just turned 1 week ago that I had picked this truck up. And if you've been following along, then you know that I've been working on this thing a lot, mainly these floorboards. I made a few shorts, YouTube shorts, and then I think I made one other video showing the process of me making these floorboards. You can see that it's actually starting to close up now. Stuff is starting to get finished up. I have one little square right there. That little bit that I need to patch in right there. Other than that, the truck's starting to get finished up. I've also got this cab corner right here that I need to get finished up. I need to patch up that little hole too. There's the cab mount that I redid, the one that had rotted out. There's that. Got the nice cab bolt and everything right in there. And this cab, I'll tell you, it is sturdy. I mean, there's just something about these old square bodies. They're so simple. I mean, they don't make trucks like they used to. Let's climb up in here so we can get a passenger view. See how it looks like. Alrighty, there's that. So nice. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel because I took a big risk cutting out this whole entire floor pan. And at one point, it almost looked like this truck came straight from the junkyard. But it's actually starting to turn into something now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I still got to do this rear section right there, so that's going to be a whole nother story. But for the past few days, I've been working on this, and I really like how it looks. I really like the way that it turned out. I like all the look of the welds, and I think once I throw some bed liner on this whole cab, and those welds kind of peek through that bed liner, I think it's going to add a really nice touch. I'm starting to picture that right here because... Here, why don't we just move this? We'll show you guys what we were working at. Okay, we'll get a before and we'll get an after. How about that? So when I got this truck, it had a big rubber mat in here. And the truck actually looked like it was in good shape. I knew it wasn't, but once I really took that mat off, it really just... I mean, my life decision started to set in because... it was terrible rust. Okay. So I've just got this mat here just because I've been putting tools in here and stuff. Oh my gosh. I haven't looked at this in a while. Let's grab this light. I just have it sitting on this steering wheel. It's a pretty good mount. So there's that. You can see this whole entire cab corner. It's just completely gone. Completely gone. I do like that they have these shutters back here. This thing is going to be really, really nice during the summer. Cruising, it's going to be really, really nice. I see why people like these old square bodies. I never really thought that I would own one, to be honest. Especially for my first truck, so... let's take a look back here so we can see this is actually where the cab mounts to. There should have originally been a support that goes from there to there, and it's gone. It's just completely gone. But this is the like frame of the cab. This plate under here is your one of the main bolts to pull your cab off. So I think you have 4. You have one right there, the one that we repaired over there, and then 2 in the back. Those cab mounts, they're still in good shape. It's mainly just up here. I think they must have been driving this in the snow, and all the salt was kicking up from the road and would just eventually rot this out. Alright, so there's a before, you can see. Let me stick my foot right here so you can get a good comparison. You can see it's completely gone. Completely gone. I mean, you could just break that off if you wanted. So this is a before from the Passenger side? Oh, and trust me, the driver's side was way worse than this. This is a small hole compared to what we had on the driver's side. I'm lucky I was able to still work out some fresh metal on that side. With this one, I've got a fuel tank right underneath me right here. I don't know, I might have to cut way up to here before I even get to some thick steel. I know that there's, you can see right there, there's a hole peeking through, so they've already riveted in some patch panels in there as well, so that's gonna be fun to deal with. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to cut right up to here. Who knows, I might have to cut out this whole entire section if it's so bad. So there's the before and the after. Before, after. Another thing that I'm kind of anxious about right now. So, I'm not really so super duper worried about this truck sealing up airtight. It's not a brand new truck. I mean, even in the condition that I got it, all the window gaskets and stuff, they're completely gone. And air blows through into this thing everywhere. So I wasn't really too worried about the design of where the door seal is going to sit. I know that there's some vents on the door itself that are actually going to get covered by this. And you can see when I actually made these panels, I left a little ridge, kind of how it came from the factory. Because this is actually where I'm going to be putting on the factory seal. And I'm going to continue it. My plan is to continue it all along, come straight to here. And I got to build all the way back here to redo this entire cab corner. And then come up to here. So that's my plan. I'm going to come back, connect to here, and then boom. Another thing that I'm kind of worried about is the door shutting because it's so cold outside. I took the door off so I can work on it with the tarp. I got heaters in here. I'm staying nice and toasty. But I got the door off. And I'm completely doing this without even checking gaps and stuff on the door. I'm just going right for it. So I really hope that this door is going to close. I mean, I'll be fine if there's a big gap. But that's not my main concern right now. You can see the door frame. It curves. It curves. And then right when it should probably curve in another ½ inch, and you can see I just kind of sense it straight. So I'm kind of worried that when the door closes, it might just bump into this, because this is actually probably supposed to be another ½ inch this way so that it can curve upward. So that's what I should have done, and I just kind of sense it straight up and down. So I've fully welded this entire floor pan in. So I better hope that door closes. I might even have to take a rubber mallet to the door and just ding the door in order for it to shut. If that's what it comes to, I'll leave it there. This is a work truck. I really just want to make the interior nice and cozy. I want to get it all bed lined. I got the nice bench seat redone. I've been doing some little touch-ups. I got the dash, all the clusters, gauges and stuff. I've got them all polished up. They're just blurry right now because they're covered with dust, metal dust, all kinds of dust from me working in here. But yeah, I want to have a nice clean cab. I can leave the truck itself all rusted up. I'm not really too worried about getting a nice paint job and stuff, because clearly this isn't a factory truck anymore. But what I would like to do is either pay someone or do it myself if I can find a shop to work in. I want to pull the cab off. I'm going to pull the bed off, and I'm going to sand down the entire frame from the rear to the front, and I'm going to bed line the entire frame to make sure that this truck lasts as long as possible. I'll tell you what, I mean, it's rusty right underneath the original sheet metal on here, but I mean, if I get this coated, it should last another good while before the next person gets this truck once I'm dead. But especially if I bedline this entire thing, bedline underneath the cab. I don't have to do that right away. I really just want to bedline the frame itself, the chassis. I will eventually bedline the underneath of the cab. But I still had to do all the welds from underneath and stuff too, so I wouldn't even worry about bed lining it. I'm not gonna try and drive this truck too much in the rain or anything either. So here we are, though. I want to get some nice I want to get some kind of a toolbox area set back here. I know that they make that panel that you can just put in here, and it has like a tray. But I'd like to make something there. I'm not sure if any of you guys know, there's some holes. You can see those small holes, 4 holes on that trans cover. Actually, this is for the, I think this is for the, what's it called? It's not the transmission, it's the transfer case. I think this is a cover for the transfer case. I'm not sure how far in the transmission is. I mean, it might meet like halfway, and then the transfer case is right there. But there's some 4 holes right here, so I'd like to make some kind of tray, maybe some cup holders, and then something for tools. I want to get a nice Bluetooth stereo in here, maybe even a touchscreen one. I might I'm not trying to cheap out on it. I really want to get something cool going in here. Like I said, I want this interior to be really, really nice, but also have that rat rod look, especially with this custom floor pan and stuff. But I think just getting it bed lined, and then, like I said, maybe a touch screen, since the radio is missing out of it. So I mean, it's not factory. I also need to get a turn signal switch. I had busted it, so I need to get a new one of those. The horn don't work, but my plan is to put a trucker horn in it or something. I want to have a nice rope to pull. I think that would be a nice touch. It's gonna give this truck character. I need to tighten up that steering box up front, because you can see we've got some slop in this wheel. So I need to get that steering box tightened up. That way when we actually turn this, it'll turn good. This truck's gonna need a lot of work. Trust me. It's gonna need a lot of work. All right, we're at 12 minutes. I just thought that I'd give an update. Thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. I'll be posting a lot more on this truck. Frankie. Its real name is Red. We named it Red, but its nickname is Frankie for Frankenstein. Thank you, guys.